trying to make it all make sense.
The
More
You
No
Podcast.
So today I want to discuss the difference between worry, anxiety, and stress. They're all ultimately interconnected, but they are different. And it's good to understand the difference because having this awareness will allow you to better combat and handle your worry, anxiety, and stress. So I'm going to break down each of the three and provide examples, and then explain what ultimately causes the three, enabling you to go down the path of creating a life of significance for yourself with much less pain, stress, worry, and anxiety. So worry is a type of thinking in which we think about problems over and over again. So you're thinking about one problem or a series of problems and you're just continuing to think about them continually. So for example, let's take somebody who's overweight and worries about their appearance. Every time they leave the house, and even when they're in their home and just thinking about it, they're constantly worried about what others think of them, how others judge them, and how people will look down upon them due to their weight. This is a cycle of worry that continues on and on and on and on. They're constantly thinking about how others think of them regarding their weight. Now with this example and most examples of worry, those problems that you're continuing to think about over and over are one of two things. They're either not substantial and don't have value, so there's no reason in thinking about them and giving them time of day, or the worry does have substance to it and it's valid. And in this case, like the example of weight, it is indicating something that you should put time towards improving and working towards changing yourself so you don't have those worries. And this carries on through any form of worries about your personal self, financial worries, career worries, anything you worry about, big or small. Now, anxiety is an uncomfortable feeling of apprehension or dread. You're thinking about the future. So I'm going to use the example of taking an exam in school. And this exam carries a heavy amount of weight towards your overall grade in the class. So because of the significance of the exam and how dependent your overall grade is on the exam, you have anxiety towards the level of success and how you will perform on the exam. So with anxiety of this nature, it's just simply worrying about something in the future and really dreading it. But you're simply dreading it because you're just looking at whatever it is that's upcoming in the future in a negative light with this glass half empty approach. So like worry, with anxiety, it provides valuable indicators towards things you can do in the present moment to make changes to ensure that everything goes well. So with the example of the exam, you could be having anxiety, as I've said, because of how dependent your overall grade is towards how you do on the exam. And with understanding this, because you're aware of the anxiety that you have, you can prepare and study and do everything possible in the present moment leading up to the exam to ensure you do the best you can. And finally, we come to stress. So stress is a physical response to danger preparing the body for survival. In most of human history, it's been used as a preventative measure to keep us alive because there are so many dangers in everyone's average human life. When we were cavemen, hunters and gatherers, and even all the way up until the past couple hundred years or so, you had to have a certain level of stress to survive. And because of that, those genetic predispositions have carried on and we live with the same amount of stress, yet we don't have significant things to stress over. So what happens is whenever there's something significant going on in your life, no matter what it is, something that you consider significant or important or vital in your life, you'll have this physical response occur where it's ultimately alerting you towards the danger or importance of whatever it is. So for example, say that you're going to be speaking in front of a bunch of people. Leading up to that speech, you feel very stressed. You can feel it in your body. Your body feels all tense. You might not be able to sleep well, things of that nature. So what this is this is our natural human response that was initially built in to protect you from dangerous and bad things, translating into giving off the same feeling for something that you understand is of high importance. So like with worry and anxiety, it's providing a valuable indicator. And this indicator is that something vitally important in your life is about to occur. So like with anxiety, you can properly prepare to ensure that you have as much success possible. as well as having the perspective that whatever this experience that is bringing on stress is something that can provide your life immense value if executed properly in the present moment. So remember the difference between the three, be aware of what each of them mean, understand how you can combat and manage and handle each of the three, and don't allow worry, anxiety, or stress to get in the way of your pursuits of living a life of significance. I hope this talk makes a positive impact in your life. Please subscribe to the podcast wherever you are listening or watching it, check out other episodes, leave a review, and follow us on social media at More You Know Pod. Also, please don't forget about our sweepstakes. Retweet a clip with the hashtag #TheMoreYouKnow and new podcast from our Twitter for a chance to win a signed copy of my upcoming book, The More You Know. Tag 2 friends in the comments on a clip on Instagram for a chance to win a brand new copy of Dean Graziosi's Millionaire Mindset or Ed Mylett's Max Out. Like us or share a clip on Facebook for a chance to win a book I have read that highly inspired me, signed by me with an inspirational message. Again, thank you for listening as we propel with podcasting through the More You Know.
I'm just trying to make it all make sense.
The
More
You
No
Podcast.